This is Grand Campaigns of the American Civil War. We're playing Thunder on the Mississippi, and this is the main campaign game, and it's the situation at the end of turn 6. As expected, there has been very little activity going on here. Because the Union units were all like out of supply, they had to take the option to forage, and to forage you're best either being at fatigue level 0 or fatigue level 1. If you can't forage at fatigue level 2, 3 or 4. So what happened is all the units eventually went back into supply. There's only this unit here that's out of supply. There's quite a few problems with being out of supply. You basically, if I just come over here, extended marches are worst. Recovery, you can't get your disorganized strength points reorganized, and also organized ones will go disorganized if you're out of supply in the recovery stage. You've got a penalty to your attack, and there's a manpower loss if you stay out of supply and it remains out of supply at the next supply segment. In the next strategic phase, you'll start losing units, a lot of units, and you also lose a lot of victory points for it. Naval operations are also restricted. You can't do amphibious invasions. You can do river transfers, but not special road transfers. I don't even know what they are yet. They're not available yet. In terms of the Confederacy, they're continuing their build-up of forces north of the Big Black River. They're trying to organise an effective field army, and they're not far off from doing that now. They've also considered the effect of a Union River transfer into hexes like this, so they've got a small force there to guard it. The only unit that's still in a mess is this unit of traces, which is exhausted and out of supply. Not exhausted, just exhausted and disorganised, but it's got to find its way back across the river. They destroyed the ferry here, so they'll have to go to Hall's Ferry to actually rejoin the Confederate forces. They could group up with this cavalry unit here and this infantry unit over there, but it's probably best they got behind the river. Or maybe not, maybe they should deploy over here to sort of at least discourage the Union from heading up to the railway line for the moment. I expect a lot more activity from the Union now they've organised most of their forces. They do want to try and just get rid of this fort if they can. Should be reasonably easy enough, because it's actually that should be able to reorganise. I'll flip that back in a minute because it had fatigue level 0. I say there's not a lot more going on really in this particular turn, so it's just a recovery for most of the fighting forces.